Good evening. Tonight I have tonight I have a Lego Speed Champions 2-pack. This will be our third to last Speed Champion stream, and then we will have completed the Speed Champions second generation collection. Um, we're not going to go back and do the first generation. Those cars were designed at the city scale, so they're small enough that the there wasn't really room in the scale to make distinctive features on those cars. Plus, given how old those sets are, a lot of them are super inflated anyway. So I'm satisfied with having completed the Speed Champions second generation collection. I actually have tonight's the second to last 2-pack, and then next week is the last 2-pack. And then there's two more single cars coming out on August 1st that we'll be doing together as kind of a finale stream. Um, we won't be doing that on August 1st. It'll take a few days for them to arrive once they come out. I'll be placing the order as soon as they drop at midnight, though, on that day. So the 2-pack next week is a huge, heavy box. There's something really special in that one. But first, let's do this 2-pack. Tonight's 2-pack, let me get over to the camera. So this is the 2-pack tonight. This is the Aston Martin Racing Team. Actually, this is the second 2-pack to feature the Aston Martin Racing Team. There was we did one around the middle of the series with which had the Vantage and the Valkyrie. And Aston Martin has the distinction of being the car company with the most cars in Speed Champions Generation 2, because in addition to the two Racing Team 2-packs, they also have the James Bond movie car, which was the very first Speed Champions car we built on this channel, and is the reason I decided to collect these in the first place. So here's a little close-up of the box. You can see this set comes with an F1 car, the third F1, the third Formula 1 car in the Gen 2 series. There's also a Formula E, which is similar but different. And then with the Formula 1 car, we also get a safety car. The safety car is another model of the Vantage, which was actually, there was a version of the Vantage in the previous Aston Martin Racing Team 2-pack. But this is a slightly different variation of the car. Let's take a look at the back of the box like we always do. You can see the Speed Champions tradition of the cars driving away. You can also see photos of the real cars. Although, I'm not seeing a photo of the real-life safety car on here. It's probably just a regular Vantage with the light bar. You can see the photo of the real car down here is just the Formula 1 car. And it's a different color. It's in this bluish color. But Lego didn't have the specialty pieces for making the F1 shapes, even though they do have some of the standard pieces in a very similar blue. They had, I guess the factory doesn't make those specialty F1 shapes in that blue. So we got the green, which matches the safety car. I still think it's pretty cool. And I like how the medium green here is a distinct color from the green highlights that were on the other Aston Martin set. So here's the front again. Let's go ahead and get started. So after I finish Lego Speed Champions, I've gone through my budget, and as it turns out, I will need to scale way back on spending. So once we do those last two cars, the first week of August, that's it for physical Lego for a while. Maybe I might be able to get a couple sets before the end of the year, but if we do any more Lego on the channel before then, it will have to be computer Lego, like I used to do last year before I started rebooting my collection. You can see I have the tool ready to go. There's a bag 6. Interesting. So here's bag 1. We're going to be starting with the safety car tonight, and then we're going to build the Formula One, because the safety car is. Um, I try to build the more unique cars second when I can. So here's the two paper instruction books, the safety car and the Formula One. As you know, we do not use these. We pull up the PDF instructions in the corner. So here's bag 3. Since I don't know where one car stops and the next begins, I'm just gonna stack these off screen in order. So 3, 2. Okay, we need this. The two cars being the same color means that I'll have to do guesswork to figure out which sticker sheet is which. Although, no guesswork involved. The safety car stickers specifically say safety car. So we have the big standard chassis piece. I would assume this is for the safety car. And then we have this smaller chassis, which I would assume is going to be the core of the frame for the Formula One. So we'll set this one aside in a moment. And then I'm going to set aside all these bags we do not need yet. Okay. The bags are set aside. Let's get the keyboard out of the way. Okay, let's pull up the instructions for the first car, which is the safety car here. All right, and we'll take the this chassis piece, set it aside, and then sticker sheets. So this will be the F1 sticker sheet. We'll set that aside. And this is the sticker sheet for the safety car. You can see some of the stickers clearly say safety car on them. All right. Well, one of the stickers clearly says safety car. Two of them actually say safety car. And this also has the corporate sponsor, Aramco. The Formula One car has Aramco as a corporate sponsor, in addition to Cognizant is the other big corporate sponsor I see on that sticker sheet. So let's go ahead and open bag 1 and get started with our build. So yeah, we have the chassis piece ready to go. It says to open bag 1, and here we're going to build the first driver. What's interesting is I see that this is the in LEGO Speed Champions, there's a tradition for the 2 packs to have one male and one female driver. But in you can see from the picture, the male driver is going to get the safety car, which means that in this set, it's the girl who drives the Formula One. So of the 4 existing Formula One and Formula E cars, this is the only girl driver who gets one of those. In the Mercedes 2-pack with the Formula One, it was the boy driver who got the Formula One and the girl driver who got the sidecar. And then there was a standalone single car set with the McLaren F1. And in the Jaguar Formula E set, the girl drove the pace car. But let's go ahead and focus on this set for today. So we're going to start, as usual, by building the driver. And he's a single-sided face. And he just has a regular smile, minifigure smile. He doesn't have the overconfident, smirky smile that most of the drivers in this series seem to have, which is cool. But then again, he's the safety car driver. He's not an actual racer. So that's interesting, actually. Here's the driver. His jacket just says safety car printed on it. It doesn't even have the Aston Martin logo. There's no team logo whatsoever on his outfit. And there's the back of the jacket. Very simple. He's one of the more simple uh, torso designs we've had in this series. So, as usual, we'll set him in the corner so he can watch his car be built. He gets a white helmet. Where's the visor piece? We need to find that visor piece. There it is. I want to make sure I put it on the right way. Yeah, the helmet is. So there's his white helmet. And he's also supposed to get a wrench. Most speed champion sets come with a wrench. So there was one Ferrari that didn't have the wrench, and I had to go into the spare wrench bag for that one. That was a single car. Here's the sticker sheet, and we're ready to begin building this car. So it's going to start with the chassis piece and two little yellow studs on the inside of the chassis piece. And from here, the rest of the car is going to start to fill in. I'm going to miss doing this series once we finish it in about 2 weeks' time, week and a half. This is one of the most. This is one of my favorite series I've done on this channel. Even within Lego, it's fascinating watching these cars come together. And I'm gonna miss physical Lego in general when I'm unable to buy them for a couple months. I mean, I'll still try and get some small sets here and there to fill the void, but it's not something I'll be able to do regularly. I have I have some things I need to pay back over the next couple months. So I made this deal with myself that, hey, we'll finish the Speed Champions, and then we'll take a Lego break. So that's how we're going to have to do things. I haven't completed a set of anything since completing the Savvy's Workshop Generation 1 parts. Still haven't been able to start my collection of the Generation 2 lightsabers, though. This little 1x1 plate in the middle of the interior is our first hint of the car's exterior color. And now we're going to build a center console here, it looks like. And we're also going to use our first sticker for this car. Excuse me. So yeah, the set next week has one really massive vehicle, um, of the kind we don't really see much in Speed Champions. It'll be interesting to do. So we want the 15 sticker. Which one is that? This one. We want it oriented this way, it looks like. This sticker's not much. It looks like a series of nondescript gauges and dials. And won't even be visible once the car is complete, since it's a tiny interior detail. I still want it to look straight though. Alright, that's good enough. It's not going to be visible in the final detail. So that's the center console with its gauges. And this is going to plug in right here. And actually cover that 1x1 plate, which was the first hint of the exterior color here. So now we're going to continue with the build. So that's a panel piece. I need to make sure I'm getting the panel and not the bracket. There it is. And then, so yeah, the other 2-pack is going to be next Saturday, and then the 2 final cards are going to be probably whichever day I receive them, which will be at some point between August 1st and, well, I can't buy them till August 1st, but I'll receive them at some point before August 10th. I'm probably not going to want to wait till the Saturday to stream those. I'm probably just going to want to, it's going to be my birthday week, and I'm going to want to just, do it. So, all right, so it looks like we're putting in the seat backs already. And these line up with the console like this. And we got our steering wheel. It's the basic black one that most cars have. You can see it against, I put my finger there so you can see it against the surrounding black. There. I can't really get it to show on camera, but that's okay. You've seen these steering wheels so many times before. Let's keep going. No, I think this is the, well, that's the same color. And this goes in how exactly? Did I mess up an alignment somewhere? Oh, doesn't look like I messed anything up. That's in line with that, as it's supposed to be. That looks like it's all supposed to line up, and it doesn't. Okay. I'm going to try doing what the instructions say to do with this. Is this supposed to be level up? No, it doesn't look like we ever did anything with those. Well, it says to put this on here around this. Oh, you know why we're messing up? Because I put these little gray brackets on the wrong end. I knew there was something simple that I was missing here. Now, if I take this and put this here, it falls right into place and lines up correctly. Often, if you're going through Lego instructions and your instructions aren't lining up and something looks wrong, chances are you're looking at the instructions wrong or you did something incorrectly. At any rate, that was an easy fix. And we can move on with the build. And now we're starting to really splash in the car's main color with these big, huge side brackets. And these side brackets actually enclose the interior space that we just built. And then these two corner plates will secure those side brackets. So we have a bracket, and then we have a tile and a sticker. And it's the 16 sticker, which is the Aston Martin racing logo. What's interesting is this sticker is actually going inside. It's going to be in the interior, so this sticker won't even be visible in the final display, the way I display the cards. And even if I did display the cards, from the side, like they're meant to be, instead of from the front, you still wouldn't be able to see the sticker because the windows are tinted. So this is what the sticker looks like, the Aston Martin Racing logo. And yes, I did scratch that sticker a little bit. Actually, no, I didn't scratch that sticker. That's part of the design. Okay, interesting. And this will go in and sit like that. And this side just gets a plate. It looks like. The driver's side just gets a plate behind the steering wheel. So it looks like we're building the first axle block now. Okay, and this all goes in here. I think that's how it's supposed to line up. Yeah. Okay, and then we get these two little off-color wedge pieces to secure that section in place. And already we're covering up the splash of purple. And here's a lime green plate, kind of a callback to the first Aston Martin Racing Team set, in which the Valkyrie was a lime green with red and black highlights. And here's a little more purple we'll be adding in this step, which is also going to get covered up. Okay, and now it looks like we're doing some bracketing along the sides. Let's see, does this sticker connect to anything? No, it's just a side stripe. It doesn't look like it continues on to anything, which means I can apply it to the piece and then put the piece on. I get better precision when applying directly to the piece, but when things need to line up perfectly, then I gotta wait till all the pieces are next to each other. But because this is just a single piece sticker that doesn't have continuations or have to line up with anything, I can just put it on the tile and then put it on the car. So that's the stripe. That's the stripe we just put on. I didn't know that safety cars did liveries. Based on the picture, this looks like a very simple design for this car. And okay, so we're going to get a Aramco corporate sponsorship sticker here. That's what it looks like. So that's what that side of the car looks like with all those steps applied. And now it looks like we're going to turn it around and do the same steps on this side of the car. So yeah, I'm just repeating everything on this side of the car. Um, and then we will be continuing the build. Well, this is continuing the build, technically. But yeah, everything going on right now is pretty much the same as what we did on the other side, so there's really no need to comment on it. I can just focus on what I'm doing. So that's what that side of the car looks like with those steps on completed on that side. There was a bit of dust on one of my pieces. That must have, the car must have picked up from the table. I mean, I'm calling it a car. It doesn't look like a car yet, but, well, it looks like the inside of a car, but. All right, now we're doing the other axle block. So it looks like, even though this is a June car, it looks like, even though this is a 2024 car, it looks like it returns to the first year build process, and that you build up the base of the car and then you build the top of the car. Because we're just about done with bag one here, and the back of the car does not look like a finished back of the car, which is what most of the Speed Champions waves have done. I guess it depends on the car, what order they're going to do the build process. But this is a return to the old order, as far as I can tell. And then we're going to put these plates in, and I think that's bag 1. Yeah, so it says to unload bag 2. So let's take the spares off to the side here. So this is what we got after bag 1, and it's just like the base frame of the car, along with the interior and the beginnings of the side, the exterior on the sides. But we need to unload bag 2 now, so that we can keep this build going. Okay. So it looks like bag 2 is going to begin with the wheel arches for the back of the car. So we want to face the car that way, and we want to start putting these things together. And we need to do 2 of these. And then we need to do another 1. There it is. So this one will go here like this. And then a couple plates to secure those wheel arches to what came before, to the frame that came before. And now we want to put the wheel arches up front, it looks like. Oh man, I forgot to turn my fan on. It wasn't hot in here, but it's starting to feel a little warm in my corner, so between cars, I'm gonna get up and put the fan on. Actually, no, I'm really uncomfortable. Let me go. I don't normally interrupt in the middle of a car, but my fan's just a few steps that way. Let me go put it on now, because I'm overheated right now. There, that should be better. And if I'm still uncomfortable between cars when I do the bio brake, I'll I'll prep my neck fan. But for now, let's move on. Interesting use of the tooth plates. I wonder what bit of detailing these are meant to evoke. I guess we'll find out as rest of the car comes together around them. I also noticed there's no wheels or canopy piece in bag 2, which suggests that this is a 3-bag car, which is interesting because it's not that big a car. It's just a standard size Speed Champions car. But I did notice they were doing different methods of a parts distribution for the some, but not all of the 2024 builds. So not that unexpected that this car is doing things a little bit differently. So that's a 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so we want to put the tiles right there. I may not have put the fan on high enough a setting, but it's fine. It's better than it was. Okay, that bit is on. So it does look like we're starting to tile up and smooth off the front of the car. It's interesting that we're putting this much time into the front before developing the back of the car. That's non-standard build order. I mean, tonight is cars number 38 and 39. We've done so many of these that I know the trends. It's actually a little refreshing to see a car that's going against the trends. Okay, now we got to do tiny stickers. Okay, so these stickers are going to represent the headlights. No, I'm messing up that sticker. Wow. All right. I hope they look even when I place this other sticker, because I did that first one so poorly and I can't adjust it without damaging the sticker. These two stickers are so tiny, that's part of what makes them so difficult. These parts would have been better as prints, I think. They don't look too badly misaligned. They're good enough. Let's proceed. And now it looks like we're doing stuff on the back end of the car. Starting with this gold bar piece. we get some clips. And some more of the internal purple that's not going to be visible when we finish. The parts pile from bag 2 is quickly dwindling. Interesting. I am seeing interesting progressions here in terms of build order. I do like when the cars do something a little bit different than what you expect. But and both of the cars next week are kind of unique in the Speed Champions line. You'll see what I mean when we get to them. All right. And now we're going to do an assembly. That bar is not centered. Okay. Want these little black slope pieces. Okay, how does this go in? Okay, this goes in here like this. Oh, I see. So that bar is going to be used for shaping. Not sure what the clips down there are going to be for, because they're kind of obstructed now. So it looks like we're setting up the tail light assemblies now. And the tail light assemblies use these tooth plates in trans red. Wow. And that just sticks out for the back, like that. And now I'll do the one for the other side. Given that there's side studs on the back, I do believe there's going to be another assembly to fill in all the empty space back there. Because right now the tail lights look a bit out of place with nothing surrounding them. That's what the back looks like with those tail lights attached. You can see how open and it looks. Wonder what this assembly is doing. This assembly is using a bunch of non-standard pieces. And here's the minifigure neck bracket pieces that are used to make custom backpacks. And a trans clear to combine that all together. Okay, so this goes onto the lower clips. Interesting. So this goes in like this. And I use those rounded side stud pieces to clear the obstruction. Interesting. Okay, it looks like everything's lined up straight. Let's keep going. Okay, this all has to line up square. And then we need the slope. And this goes upside down next to what we just put in. Oh, I see. It's filling in some of the shaping around the tail light. So this needs to press into that bar, which it'll only do if everything's lined up straight. This is an interesting assembly technique. There we go. So that piece is in. Now I need to do, we knocked this center section out of alignment though. We need to do the one for the other side. Now if I turn this whole thing upside down and stick it in here to this piece like that, that fills in some of the shaping on the back now, but we still have a big, huge gap. Based on the shaping of this section, it looks like we're doing a tail fin spoiler. It's unusual for the tail fin spoiler to be done before the body of the car is mostly done. It usually goes on right before the canopy and wheels. Oh, that's a very tiny sticker. And then we got one more little tiny sticker here. Yeah. This sticker needs to be a little straighter than I got it. Oh, this is a back detail, so it doesn't need to be perfect. I suppose that's good enough. It's a back detail after all. So we just made this tail fin spoiler. It's got this Aramco striping bit on each side, and it's otherwise plain, and we just set it on the back here. Interesting. So what it's doing is it just rests on top of the other pieces. So the trans clear plate that we put there is to give the illusion that the tail fin spoiler is attached to the structure of the car. And now it's time for bag 3, which should see us finish this first car. And we're at the hour mark of stream. Standard procedure, we set the tires aside so that we don't have a repeat of the Pagani incident. Bag of wheel covers, we'll set that aside till we need it. And canopy, we'll set that aside till we need it. Bag 3 doesn't look too substantial. It looks like it's basically the finishing for the car, which it is. So yeah, bag 3 is exactly as it was expected. Okay, where's that other little bracket that I need? There it is. Let's see. Now we have this kind of bracket. And there is a side printed plate with the Aston Martin logo in a microscopic, almost microscopic size. And it looks like some trans red to fill in some more taillights. I put that on the wrong side of the bracket. That's how that was supposed to go. Glad I caught that before it became a problem. So that's what that tiny little Aston Martin logo looks like. We're going to keep going. That goes there. These are the flat ones. Okay. What's going on here? Okay. Binoculars pieces. I forgot that they have an anti-stud on them. Okay, so these little binoculars pieces are going to make the car's exhausts. I had forgotten that binoculars, the back of the minifigure binoculars has a anti-stud for use with a, yeah, there we go. So we have more taillights going on this assembly, as well as the exhaust. And now it looks like we're doing an assembly for the assembly. Which includes a sticker. And this is just the Aramco logo again. So and then we get another sticker. Let's find the tile it goes on. And this sticker just says safety car. And then we need to find the other wedge to close out the look of this assembly. Like that. And this will all attach on here like this. So this is what we just built up. It's the back of the car. The stickers say Aramco Safety Car, and there's a little tiny Aston Martin logo above that. And this, we're just going to press on to these back brackets here, line them up with what we have built so far, and then that closes everything in. And the back of the car now looks like the back of a car. Okay, now we're gonna move on. So now we have these big, huge slope pieces. And each of them is going to get a little sticker on the side. Oh. And these are the stickers that have continuation of black, which means they're meant to be the window extension color blocking stickers that most of the cars have. So I'm trying to line them up. And this goes on here like this. And then we need to get the other one. And then put its sticker on. That's not lined up properly. No damage though on the adjustment because I hadn't pressed it all the way in. I could grab it by the loose bit. Alright, it's ready to go on. There we go. Here's a side stud brick that we're gonna detail. We're gonna set up with details here. And by details, I just mean shaping and a sticker. So yeah, details. And it wants us to put this sticker upside down. Not sure why, but I guess we'll find out when this assembly gets placed. So there's the upside down Aston Martin sticker. And here's trans black. And then a panel. So this is going to be the back window, it looks like. Ah, so that's why we put the sticker upside down. Because this clips on here. It's not clear whether it's supposed to clip onto. Oh, you can't clip it onto it. Alright, so you have to clip it onto this bar. And of course it fell apart when I tried to do that. So let's try that again. There. Now. So yeah, so the back window is in place. That's what it looks like. With the Aston Martin sticker on top. And I can see I did not center that. But that's the back of the car. It's not going to be visible in the display. And it's not too far off center. I don't think it's, at this time, it's not really worth the effort to adjust it. If it bothers me later, then I might go back and adjust it then. let's keep the build going. And here it has us putting the canopy on. This is a beautiful printed canopy with the Aston Martin logo on it. We're just going to set this down here in the middle of the car like that. And it looks like I pre-lined up those stickers on those back slopes pretty well. That's what it looks like with the canopy attached. You can see I kind of almost perfectly lined up the golden stripe that goes above the window. Almost. I'm never going to claim a perfect sticker placement, but I will claim when it's close. I just will never claim perfection when it comes to stickers. So this is a light bar, and because this is a safety car, this car doesn't actually race. It comes out during the races to set the pace for the other cars. I want to make sure I put these understuds in the right position so that the other piece can fit in like this. And then this assembly, the light assembly, I just stick on top of the canopy like that. And then the whole canopy can come off together. Okay. So now we're going to do some more building here. We get a sticker. And this sticker says a safety car on it. Not sure what we have. Minifigure neck bracket pieces here. Must have something to do with the shaping. Wow, that's not centered either. And that's the front of the car. So that's the safety car sticker with a tiny Aston Martin logo. And this will clip in up here. And something just popped off. What did I pop off? Piece of the tail spoiler. Let's fix that real quick. All right. Now that that's back in place, let's keep going. So panel inside a bracket, it looks like we're doing. It looks like this is to fill in the shaping for the front of the car now. Okay. Okay, this whole section is kind of fragile right now. It keeps slipping apart on me. Probably because we haven't secured anything yet. Okay, these are the tiles that are going to make this section more structurally stable. And it looks like we're doing some shaping as well. Okay, so this whole section comes in underneath the front of the car and attaches here like that, leaving this big huge gap in the front of the car. Time to do some more detailing, it looks like. This page looks like Christmas. Look at those colors. Oh look, printed headlights. There, that's the printed headlight. And this section will attach onto the car here and partially fill in the gap on that side. And we'll build the one for the other side now. And this one will go here. And now the front of the car is looking a little more finished. I guess that big gap in the bottom is meant to be for shaping and to represent the front grille. And now we have this big slope for the hood of the car and the final sticker. So this sticker has another Aramco corporate logo and another safety car banner. This safety car banner includes the text "Drive safely." And this we're going to stick onto the this gap in the hood of the car here, like this, to fill in the shape at the front of the car like that. I may adjust the stickers later after stream. They're not looking perfectly straight to me, and those are the front stickers, so those do matter. Wheel time. Empty sticker sheet. Let's come over here into the bag of wheel covers. And for this car, it looks like we want the multi-spoke wheels. So let's take these aside over here. And we're going to take the pentagram star wheels and put them back in the baggie. And we're going to finish this car right about the hour and a half mark, which is pretty much exactly average for me on a Speed Champions car. So that's what the wheel looks like. Let's start getting the wheels on. Okay, here you can see the other cars in the way. If we did the Vision, the Mercedes-AMG set is for next week. You can see that big, huge G-Wagon that will be featured next week. But here, we'll leave the picture here. Actually, let me take the browser off for a minute. Okay, and so I'll show off the car in a moment. Okay. So here's the safety car with the Aramco corporate logos. And there's the car from the top. And I will leave it here for you to look at a little bit while I take a very quick bio break. We're at the hour and a half mark. I reckon the other car should take about the same amount of time. So I'll see you in a bit. Never underestimate the importance of a good bio brake, especially when you're doing a long stream. Comfort and health are more important than entertainment. So let's pull the instructions back up for the second car now. And let's go ahead and put the safety car off to the side. And we have here the sticker sheet for the Formula One car. You can see it's much more extensive than the other sticker sheet. It looks like something like 30 stickers on the sheet. This is an insane sticker sheet. Formula One cars tend to be insane sticker sheets. Uh, Here's a little chassis piece that came for it. We're going to hold off on that till the instructions tell us to put it into our pile. Okay, so it says with bag 4 we're going to want that. So we're going to open up bag 4 and do our driver. And so far, this is the only girl driver of an F1 car in the series. But there's no way to predict what kinds of cars and drivers will get in 2025. So let's go ahead and get everything out and get started with this build. As usual, this driver will sit with the other driver and they'll watch the second car be built together. So now she does have one of those confident, smirky smiles that most of the drivers have. Unlike the other the other driver who was more natural in his expression. But yeah, a lot of the drivers have this over the top, overconfident expression. I think it's cool though. You can see the jacket has the Aston Martin logo, and then it says Cognizant and Aramco. Cognizant and Aramco being the two main corporate sponsors on this car. And the back of the jacket is just the same logo printings. So one more look from the front. And let's go seat her with her friend. Well, I said friend, but in this context, it's more like teammate. I'll push these over a little bit. And she's supposed to get a black helmet. Oh, that's cool. This black helmet is different from all the other black helmets. Oh. I had the visor upside down, that's why it wasn't snapping in. But hey, look at this helmet. This helmet has has a tiny Aston Martin logo printed on it. Only one other helmet in the entire Speed Champions Gen 2 line has helmet printing, and that's the McLaren Formula One helmet, which was a part of the March wave, and this was a part of the June wave, but both from this year. So that's cool to see. And since there's only one wrench in each set, we need to go into the baggie of spare wrenches. And we will pull out a wrench for her. And as you can see, there's only one wrench left in the baggie of spare wrenches. and that's for the set next week. Since the August 1st cars are single cars, I'm assuming each of them will have its own wrench, and I won't need to buy another spare. But there was one single car pack that didn't come with a wrench in the past. So if I have to buy a spare, I'll buy a spare. So ready to the driver's ready to watch the car be built. So let's go ahead and get started. Now this is an F1 car, a Formula One, so it's going to have a different build progression than normal cars. Hold on, let me see something. Okay, so this isn't labeled first and second like the older sets were. So the modern 2-packs kind of maybe are set up under the Build Together initiative that LEGO's been doing. Maybe. I'm not sure. I should have put that jump in before the stacked plates. It would have been easier to get my finger in there, but it's irrelevant now, of course. Okay, where's the other corner plate? There. Hmm. That's an interesting piece. Be cool to see what this piece's purpose is. these two little round plates secure all that bit of the assembly together. Okay, and then we have the minifigure action flight bars. Um, these two little black pieces I'm putting on, they're called the minifigure action flight bars because their first appearance was in clear in the minifigure series to represent you could uh, you could attach a minifigure to the stud and make them look like they were flying. And that one just yeeted out of my hand. Hopefully, hopefully there's a spare of those in case we need another one later. It's not an Uncle Evie Lego stream unless something falls on the floor at least once. Unfortunately, I kind of have a bit of a clumsy streak. Okay, so we're going to see now our first two stickers. And it doesn't look like these stickers are particularly lined up with anything. Oh yeah, they are. There's a racing stripe kind of thing going on. I'm going to try and center these stickers because it looks like with the angling of an angling of a Formula One body, the stripes aren't going to automatically line up anyway. So that's what the sticker looks like with the Aston Martin logo and the striping on it. And then there's a matching sticker I have to put on a piece for the other side. Oh, did I just mess that up? That was the number 40 sticker. And that was meant for that side. No, I think I got it. I think I got this. I got confused for a moment, but I think I did it right the first time. Okay. Sticker's the same on the other side, so I'm not going to take extra time to show it off. Let's just keep going. It's Saturday, so our raid target might be predetermined if it, if he actually streams tonight. Sometimes I look at my garage and I can't believe I managed to complete the whole series. Well, technically not yet. We still have two more streams before the series is complete. But next week's set is already in hand and sitting in my build queue shelf. And then the last two cars I can't order until the first anyway. But yeah, the series is pretty much complete. We only have 2 more streams left after this. So we'll go into some computer Lego, maybe some gaming. I know I'm going away for a week at the end of the month. It's interesting that they're using some of the covered over pieces in the color that the actual car is. I guess that's meant to be some kind of reference or something. But yeah. All right. All right. So the frame is definitely coming together. It doesn't look like anything, much of anything yet. Okay, and it looks like... So the F1 cars, instead of a normal steering wheel, get this special video game controller uh, console steering thing. This is what it looks like. It's printed on the minifigure video game controller piece. The other two Formula One cars also have this piece. I don't know if the print is the same. Actually, I think the Mercedes one is unprinted. And then I think the McLaren print is the same. I'll have to check that though. And here we have another sticker. And this is our first appearance of the other corporate sponsor, Cognizant. That is not centered at all. Actually, I can't even grip this piece safely to put it up to the camera. But there's the Cognizant logo. Okay. Yeah, let me see if I can adjust that a little bit. Because that one is a front sticker, it looks like. Based on the position of the steering mechanism, that's the front end of the car. So I want to make sure that sticker is... Yeah, that sticker's lined up a little bit better. Still not perfect, but it's good enough to move on. Okay, so it looks like this is going to be the base of the what's called the halo, which is basically the F1 version of a canopy. Alright, so it's time to move on to bag 5. I can see some printed pieces in here, in addition to all these stickers. Okay, so we're going to start with the flat wedges. It looks like that's just for shape detailing. I need to find one for the other side. Okay, so it looks like we're going to create the axle structure for the back wheels now. Using these Technic axles and connectors. And of course the standard wheel pins attached at the ends of those. So the back axles are now on. I know it says to put these in at an angle, but until I see where oh, yeah, the back ones, it's obvious where they need to point. That whole assembly just popped off on me. Because those brackets aren't secure yet. That's alright, that's back on. And now we're going to do 2 in the front. And I don't know why it has us doing these little tiny bits before securing everything that came before. Because you just saw this whole section fragmented up on me. Let's put the other one on before I put this last piece in case things want to start breaking up on me again. Since these are supposed to be pointed at an angle forwards like that. Let's get this section back on. All right, we can keep going now. Okay, and we're just gonna, all right, so we're starting to splash in the car's main color scheme. Now that the framework is kind of built up. And we get 2 stickers. Which sticker are these? So this is actually a Valvoline corporate sponsorship sticker for these 2 tiles in this step. That's what the sticker looks like. Valvoline. And I need to do one for the other side. So let's find our tile. And let's get the sticker off the sheet. And it actually doesn't matter if these aren't totally lined up, even though they're on the same plane right now. Because by the time we finish building this, you won't be able to see the other side from one. So there'll be stuff in the middle between them. So they don't need to be perfectly even. Plus, it's the back side of the car. And we're doing some more stickers. Okay. This looks like color blocking stickers. Actually, the sticker looks like some kind of vent pattern. This isn't color blocking. Did I get the correct sticker? It's 30 and 28, right? Yes. So yes, I did get the correct sticker. Let's find the other wedge before I pull it off the sheet. Again, it's okay for these not to be perfectly straight because there'll be stuff in between them. So it doesn't really matter if they're perfectly symmetrical. This one should be a little straighter, but I don't want to mess with it. So that's what those two little vent stickers look like. They're not perfectly straight, but like I said, there will be stuff in the middle. So the wonkiness won't be the wonkiness will be mitigated. Interesting use of a window frame piece here. Okay. Bracket combined with a jumper ×2. And then we have some more clip plates, slopes, and stickers for this step here. So this is going to be Sentinel 1 logos. That's what it looks like. And then I need to do one for the other side. That goes on like that. Let's keep going. And now we have another one of these window frame pieces. And then the window itself, but in black, I'm assuming is going to make up some kind of grille. And then we have some bracketing going on. And then this piece with a plate with a pinhole. And then that gets tiled. Interesting combination of pieces here. Okay, so it looks like this is going to line up with the other one and make the seat back like this. It would help to put that tile, the rounded tile, facing the correct way. Now for circle tiles, there is no distinction in facing. Now we want this one first, it looks like. Okay, so this one's going to get 2 stickers on it. Where's the other sticker? Okay, so it looks like there's a little sticker on this side. It's a very tiny logo. I can't make out what it says. I'm not going to show off every single sticker because we'll be here all night given how many stickers are on this model. It says to put it. Okay, this is the piece we just added stickers to. And this is going to clip in here to this side of the car. Well, the instructions say to put it closer to the middle. I can't get it to go line up straight though. You know what? That's because I didn't put these bars in the middle straight. Let's see if I can push them straighter before they become completely inaccessible. Yeah, it's supposed to line up exactly on the end of the first bar like that. Now it lines up with the rest of the build around it. And then we have the ski piece. Which is being used here to kind of fill in some gapping and shaping. And that's supposed to attach on like that, I think. Except down here. So it goes all the way to the back end of the car. And then we do the slope piece for the other side. would it help if I had the sticker all the way on the piece and not sticking off the edge? Okay, and then this will. Okay, so that little tiny logo, which I thought was CLX, it's actually upside down in the proper orientation if you read it as CLX. It actually says XP. But if I snap that in there, that's what the back section of the car looks like with the slopes and that little, the tail end of that ski piece sticking out, making a little bit of a fin shape there. Okay, let's keep going. And so here it looks like we're building up the, we're starting to set up the front axle now. But it says not to push it in all the way. That means we're adding components to this section that are going to be held in place with the front axle. Nice use of some technique there. All right, so we're making the whole front fin assembly that Formula Ones are known for. Okay. I have a feeling that completing this assembly is going to finish the bag, and then we'll be ready to move into the final bag of the build. Okay, a very tiny printed logo. Okay, so it's a very tiny version of the Aston Martin logo and the number 110. Does that mean 110, celebrating 110 years of the Aston Martin company? Maybe. I'm not really sure. I'll look it up and make a note in the YouTube description, I guess. And now we have this printed slope piece. It's got a lot of corporate sponsors on here. TikTok. I can't read that one. Parto. Fly Canada. Oh, Bombardier. Next Gen. Velocity Black. Sentinel One. NetApp. Valvoline. And one I can't read. But this one's got a ton of those corporate sponsors printed on it. Camera's not going to pick it up too well. My camera doesn't like to focus on tiny details. But it does say TikTok on it. And both sides of the slope have this striping printed on the side. So that'll go into here. So yeah, the front axle is going to hold this whole front fin assembly in place, it looks like. Some more stickers. Okay, so the sticker, we have a 47 sticker. And these stickers just say Aramco and Cognizant, the main corporate sponsors that were printed on the box itself. It would help if I could get the sticker straight though. Otherwise it's not going to look good because this is a front detail. So in contrast, the Formula E car we did a few weeks ago, that was from the very first wave of Gen 2 back in 2020. And that only had like the main corporate sponsor of it was a Jaguar car and it had Panasonic on it. But there weren't that many other corporate sponsors printed on the stickers for that car. I remember the McLaren and the Mercedes had some corporate sponsors going on. Okay, so we have the 45 sticker, which is some more Valvoline. How does this line up? Like this. And I would assume we're doing one for the other side. Okay. That goes in there. And then we have even more stickers. And these are for another corporate sponsor called Ava Trade. But these are tiny enough, and the sponsor stickers are ridiculous enough at this point. I'm not even going to bother trying to show these stickers on camera. They're too tiny, they're not going to focus, and Ava Trade probably is nowhere else on the car, so let's just get the stickers placed and these pieces on. So, the new Star Wars show Acolyte just wrapped up, and even though Lego does a lot of Star Wars stuff and they've had a lot of cool sets this year, they didn't do a single set for Acolyte. Okay, those are on. So we're gonna slide this. We were gonna slide this here into the Technic frame piece, and then we should be able to push the axle through if I lined it up correctly. Yep. And of course, this little piece slipped off. Single stud connections like that, not always very secure. You gotta be careful when handling Speed Champions cars. And so here we have the axle pin for the other side. Did I miss a jumper somewhere? Hold on. This is supposed to be attached to 3 jumpers, right? This big slope here. Yeah, I missed a jumper attachment. Okay, let's fix that real quick. There's supposed to be a jumper right there. And the rest of these are pieces that are normally considered spare bits. Okay, we fixed that. Okay, so at the end of bag 2, or bag 5, but second bag of the car, this is really starting to take shape and look like a Formula One car now. But there's still some bits left to go. And those bits are called bag 6. There's not too many stickers left on the sheet. There's still quite a few, but it's manageable. And we will set the tires aside. And being a Formula One, there is no standard canopy piece here. And those are printed tires. I will show them off when the time comes. Let us continue. So it looks like now we're doing the side shaping and detailing. Okay, what piece is that? That's a crazy looking piece in the instructions. I have to make sense of it with what's in my parts pile. Okay, I think it's this piece. Okay, and we get a little, oh, it needs to be the flat version of the wedge. I thought I had picked it up, but I guess I didn't feel it correctly. Yeah. So here's another tiny little sticker. This is the, okay. So here we have a city logo for Citibank. I didn't realize that Aston Martin had this many partnerships. So let's see. Okay. So this is a shaping bit. It looks like it attaches to the top stud here. It looks like we're doing the whole shaping for the side of the car now. So we've been doing the second car for about an hour now. We're at the 2.5 hour mark of stream. I'm going to do the whole shaping and then I'll show you the side of the car. Hmm. Okay, did I not put something on correctly here? Okay, the bracket's supposed to be over here. And then this, I think. No, the bracket was in the correct position. This is me misinterpreting pictures again. Yeah, I had the bracket correct the first time. So this needs to attach behind the bracket like this. All right, I think I figured it out. Let's keep going. Okay, and now we have another sticker. If we can find the correct piece. Yeah, there it is. And this is a corporate sponsorship for something called Oakley Globetrotter. It does continue that striping motif that we started all the way early on with those first two stickers. Way back at the beginning of the car when we were still doing the frame. And then we get some more stickering. And this is an EPOS sponsor. And Lego paid every single one of these companies for the right to print their logo on the stickers for this car. It's a wonder Speed Champions cars are as affordable as they are, considering that most Lego themes are overpriced. Granted, most Speed Champions cars don't have a dozen corporate sponsors. Okay, that stripe looks a little better lined up, but still very uneven. And then we get another wedge with the sticker. Wrong wedge. Okay, this wedge is pointing the right way. Okay, let's keep going. And there's still one more sticker for this assembly. So this assembly in total had 1, 2, 3, and this will be the 4th sticker on this assembly. 5th on the side decorations as a whole. And here's the big Cognizant sticker. They're one of the 2 main sponsors on this car, along with the Aramco that we saw earlier. And that will go on like this, and this whole section will plug in to the side brackets over here and line up with the City Bank sticker, and boom. Let's make sure everything's lined up. And man, that sticker is not straight. It's okay for the stripe not to be straight because it's actually indented and in shadow, but Cognizant absolutely, positively needs to be straighter than I put it. It's still crooked. Let's Okay, that's what the side of the car looks like with all those bits attached. You can see all the stickers, and you can see that I didn't quite line up the stripe well enough, but with tiny stickers, they're applying one at a time. Okay, there's still one more detail gap to fill here, obviously. I have to get this slope. And there's one more sticker here. And this is one more sponsor that says Boss Juniper. This one attaches onto the little minifigure action flight peg that we attached earlier, which means we need to now rotate that so that this piece can line up properly. And that's what it looks like with Boss Juniper attached. All right. And now we're going to turn this car around and do all the side assembly for the other side of the car. And that'll use up most of what's left in the parts pile, I think. Once we finish the side assemblies for this side of the car, I think we'll be almost done at that point. Something just snapped off. What came off? This piece. With F1 cars, where there aren't a lot of solid attachment points, you got to be careful how you handle the car so that pieces don't pop off during handling. Alright. Sorry I got quiet. I kind of ran out of things to talk about a little bit there. Sorry about that. Oh wait, that's a printed tile. We don't want that tile yet. I mean, we will want that tile before we finish. Obviously, it's printed for a reason. Let me see something real quick. Okay. Time to start the sticker madness for this side. The more I look at it and seeing the mirrored version of the sticker, I'm starting to think that Globetrotter and Oakley, um, the two phrases printed in the sticker, are actually two different sponsors. Before I had referred to it as Oakley Globetrotters if it was one entity, but I really think this is two based on how it's printed here. Yeah, because on this side it says Oakley Globetrotter, and on this side it says Globetrotter Oakley. If it was one thing, the phrasing would have been in the same order on each side. Plus, the fonts are a little bit different. Okay, no. That sticker placement is really bad. I need to adjust these two stickers before I move on. If each of these stickers was an individual sticker, fine, but given that there's a continuation in design, these need to line up much better than I had. What if I tried applying it from this side, using this side, going from this direction? Still not great, but much better. We got to keep moving. We're so close to having a completed Formula One car. Oh, I forgot the little black plate that goes on the inside of this piece to make it even. And then this whole section will attach it in like this. Yeah, my sticker placement on this car is kind of sloppy. Sloppier than I usually do. Let me adjust this other sticker as well while I'm thinking about it. Okay, that side's a little better too now. And of course, something snapped off again because it's a Formula One car. And that's a thing that happens at Speed Champions on non-standard shapes. Okay, let's just keep going. We have to do the other Boss Juniper piece now. Let's see, how did I line up that one? It was against the top of the slope. All right. There's a significant but smallish pile of parts left. We just have a little bit left to go on this car, I think. Now let's just rotate that straight. And that's what this side of the car looks like with everything attached. And then we have some shaping going on with wedges here. Okay. And now we have a couple more stickers. But we literally only have 4 stickers left on the sticker sheet at this point. And we'll be burning half of them on this step. So this sticker has 2 more corporate sponsors, JCB and Benko Master. Now this sticker is big enough that the camera might focus. So those are our final 2 corporate sponsors for this Formula One racer. got to do the one for the other side now. And this sticker is exactly identical. So no point showing it again. I'm just going to attach it, the piece. And then we have a trans red plate and a clip. Very simple tail light assembly, it looks like down here. A lower bar. We're almost out of parts at this point. We're almost done with our Formula One car. So this section, we have the big Cognizant logo sticker. If I can line it up straight. Well, not an if, a when. Let's start from this edge, because this edge actually has the text. I'll be able to get it straighter going from the text side, I think. Lego stickers can be a pain, and Speed Champions as a series is notorious for them. But there we go, I got it attached. Oh, and on the back we put the other sticker, the big Aramco sticker. I could center that a little bit better. A little bit closer to the left edge. A little bit straighter. Okay, so there's the Aramco sticker, and of course the Cognizant sticker. And this assembly attaches into these clips here. So that's what it looks like on the back of the car. Let's open those up a little bit. We'll fix those when we add the wheels later. And then this goes onto this clip. And I have it's supposed to fold down. That must be an exhaust. And then we have these little spoon-shaped mirrors. that go on these front clips here by the console. Okay, and now it's time to put the halo ring on. All three of the Formula One cars do the halo with this little flexible piece. It goes on the clip over here on this side, and then it'll bend, and then we will bend it over. We will bend the bendy piece to attach the connection into the clip on that side like that, and then it just folds down and rests on the little support like that. So that's the canopy ring. It's black on black, which is why it's hard to see, and then it just folds down and rests on that little support in front. It's wheel time. When did that tile get added? Oh, with the spoons. So there's just a little tile detail on the back here above the seat. I'm not even sure what this tile detail is meant to represent. Is it in the picture on here? Yes. The picture of the actual car. It represents a logo of some kind. Looks like a fancy number 8 in the car photo. So that's what that little tile looks like. The printed tile at the top there. And let's do the wheels. So the tires are printed with P0, and then there's another sponsor on them, Pirelli maybe, and then there's unique printed dishes for the actual wheel covers. So that's what the wheel design looks like this. It's a printed tire. You can see the unique wheel design inside. I want to keep those symmetrical looking. Last wheel. Okay, I think that's it. So we can turn off the instructions and see what's going on with it. Hey, he came back. He's on tonight. Okay, we're going to do our normal Saturday night raid. Oh, I see I missed a chat. Swiss R. Sorry I missed you. I was focused on the build. Not sure when you came in. Are you still? Oh, hi. Yeah, we were just getting ready to wrap up. I finished the second car, so sorry about that. But if you just came in, I yeah, if you just came in, what I do is this: when I do a two pack, I put both cars in a spread on the table. So first, let me show off the car I just built, which is this Aston Martin Formula One. And so there's the side, back. I know my camera's not the best, and my lighting's not the best. Front, top view. Um, so yeah, we'll put the Formula One on the table here. And this was actually a Speed Champions 2-pack. Um, this is the other car that we did tonight. This is the Aston Martin's safety car. Um, so let's go ahead and get these onto the table. So there's a 40, oh, I forgot to show off the empty sticker sheet. But yeah, there's 43 cars in Speed Champions Generation 2. In terms of my series, this is my 38th and 39th. I only have one more 2-pack and then the 2 cars that come out on August 1st. And then we're done with the Speed Champion series. Let me pull these out of the way, the spare parts. And then the way I display my drivers is they hold their helmets and wrenches. So let me go ahead and get that going for the final display. So because of my limited display space, they basically I have all my drivers standing on top of their cars. Um, I didn't want to display the drivers in the cars because then you wouldn't be able to see them. Most of the Speed Champions cars have tinted windows. So there's the safety car driver. And we will put him. And he will stand here in front of his car. And then we will do the Formula One driver's accessories, the wrench, and helmet. And there's the Formula One driver again. And we'll put her down here next to her car. And we have a nice closing spread, so let's go ahead and set up the exit raid. Tonight we will be raiding Brett the Breton, because that's our normal Saturday night raid. It looks like he's playing GTA tonight. Let me see if I can get my raid typed out here. Alright, so the raid has been set up. This was a fun build. I'll have my other Speed Champions 2024 2-pack next Saturday and maybe a gaming stream in the middle of the week if I have time. Alright, see y'all soon. If I have time. Alright, see y'all soon.
But as I was playing that, I just hear him go, you know, he's probably not dead, and then boom. Okay, that did it.
So okay.
I just turned to him like, Dad, I didn't realize you knew what type of fall would cause a man to die.
Oh, hey, Evie, welcome. Welcome.
You just caught the end.
You
of
just caught the very end of this. Yep, we just finished up with it. And I did not hear, I don't know if I heard the news or not because I don't know what the news is.
And now it's Doctor. Oh yeah, Doctor. Oh, who's gonna be Doctor Doom?